Okay, so JSTL C remove tag is used for removing an attribute from a specified scope or from all scopes, like page, request, session, or application. The syntax to use JSTL C remove tag is like this. C: remove and then where mandatory attribute. And what this C: remove tag will do is simply remove this attribute from the specified scope. Whatever scope is there, that is either page, request, or session, or application. Now there are two attributes of C: remove tag. First one is the where. Where is the name of the variable to remove. For example, look here, this where is specifying the variable to remove from the specified scope. And the scope means the scope in which we want to variable to get removed. So in my case, implemented in previous lecture, look here. In previous lecture, we used C:set tag to set this string Abdul M Sarsilmaz in application scope inside this variable name. So after setting this Abdul M Sarsilmaz string inside this name variable, I am going to print the value from this variable name in this paragraph. So I'm going to have a E tag, that is paragraph tag, and I'm going to set a text here, that is before removing. So before removing variable from application scope, and then after this I'm going to use C:out tag to display the value from the variable right here, variable name. So for that I have to provide here a mandatory attribute of C:out tag, and inside this value attribute I'm going to use L expression, and then I'm going to mention the name variable right here. So what this paragraph will do, it will simply print before removing variable from application scope, and here what will C:out tag will simply print the value stored inside this name variable. And then after I'm going to use C:remove tag. Let me copy this statement. Remove these two attributes, and instead of this C:set I'm going to use C:remove. So what this C:remove will do, it will simply remove the value stored inside this name variable, and after this C:remove tag I'm going to print the value inside name variable once again. So I'm going to change this text as after removing variable from application scope, and this C:out tag will simply try to print the value stored inside this name variable once again. Since we have already removed the value stored inside this name variable, this C:out tag will no longer print the value stored in name variable. It will simply print a null. So let's go ahead and try this code out there. Run as command server. Save the file. Click finish. Okay, so look here. We have output as before removing variable from application scope, that is Abdul M Sarsilmaz. So this output is coming from this statement, before removing variable from application scope, and C:out tag is printing the value stored inside this name variable right here, that is Abdul M Sarsilmaz. And just after that, here we have, after removing variable from application scope, here we have null as output. Why? Because C:remove tag is simply removing the value stored inside this name variable, and that is why after this C:remove tag, we have here after removing variable from application scope as null right here. So this is how we can use C:remove tag to remove any value from a specified variable using C:remove tag.